So here the aim is to write a MATLAB program for illustrating the sigma delta D to A converter operation. So for having the sigma delta D to A conversion operation here, first of all we require input signal, and let us take input signal to be of sinusoidal type here. So I just again have one comment. So this is to generate the input sinusoidal signal. So for the signal there should be the information regarding the length of the signal here, also the amplitude of the signal we require for further processing, and then plotting purpose here. So now let us define one variable n that will accept the user defined input from the command prompt here. So here I am making the use of input keyword here, and afterwards inside the pair of parentheses there it is a pair of single quote. Here we shall be mentioning one message here, that is enter the length of input sequence equal to sign space coming out of the bracket, and then having semicolon to end this particular syntax here. So semicolon will suppress the output here, so it will not be directly again printed onto the command window here. So after accepting the information regarding the length of the input sequence here, I am defining one more variable. So this another variable is accepting the information again from the command window here, that is regarding the amplitude level of the signal here. So here I just mention enter the amplitude of input signal space equal to sign and at the last semicolon. So after getting these two informations, length of the signal and amplitude level, we require the frequency component to be developed here. So let us first of all define angular frequency component denoted by W0 here. So angular frequency is equal to 2 pi f, the frequency component here. So here we have to multiply to the constant pi here, further multiply to, let us select the frequency value this time 0.02 here, ending with the help of semicolon. Now for the discrete time representation of the signal, we require the discrete time variable. So let it be defined by small n that starts at 1 and ends at capital N, that is the length of the sequence here that we have accepted as input from the command window here. Then by using small n, we are formulating another discrete time variable, that it is small m here, and by the use of all this information, the capital N, capital A, W0, small n and small m further, we generate the input signal here. So let us have it of the sinusoidal type here with the amplitude denoted by A. So here I have A multiplied to, multiplication by the asterisk here, cosine function, and inside the parenthesis of the cosine function here we write W0, that is basically 2 pi into 0.02 here, further multiplied to small m here. So for multiplication we should have the asterisk sign here. So at the end we have semicolon here, and now we will like to have the input signal to be plotted here. So for plotting purpose we require the axis here. So here I develop the axis as 0 space n space minus 1 space 1 at the end semicolon, and we want the signal that we have generated here initially to be of the digital type, and then with the help of the sigma delta D to A conversion operation getting to the analog domain here. So for display of the signal to be of digital domain, for plotting purpose I make the use of the command stem, where small m is the first input argument, which is discrete time variable, and x is the another input argument. So X is the signal that we have generated, so it will be displayed into the digital form here. Now we have to provide names to the axis here. So for name of the horizontal axis, I make the use of X label command here, and here I will be providing the information as time index. At the end we have semicolon, and then we have labeling to the vertical axis here. So with the Y label command here, I just mention the keyword amplitude. At the end, semicolon here. Thereupon I provide a title to this particular script. So title here I provide to this particular plot actually input a digital signal, input digital signal. At the end, semicolon. Now in the same MATLAB window, I will like to again display the signal that is getting converted with the help of sigma to delta D2A conversion at the output side here. So I make the use of pause keyword here, and then we have the portion for generation of the quantized output here. So thereupon let us have X is equal to, now it should be the X divided by the capital A semicolon, then Y initially defined as all the values be the zeros for the dimension 1 comma n plus 1. Next to that, let us have small a as the variable that is also having all the values of 0 for the same dimension 1 comma n plus 1 semicolon at the end, and e as a variable to hold the value assigned to be equal to 0 here. Then for the generation of the signal here, for the generation of the signal here, we are going to make the use of for loop here. So I write the for keyword here, the index variable to run with the iterations here, it will be small k, it will start at 2 and it will extend up to n plus 1 here. So inside the for loop, let us have a of k that will be formulated as x of k minus 1 minus the variable e. So initially e is having the value 0 here. Now making the use of if else statement here. So with the if, we have to put the condition here. So we put the condition if a of k is equal to, is greater than equal to, is greater than or equal to 0. This is the greater than or equal to sign here. So that time for the output here, y of k should be equal to plus 1. If this condition is not true, so we have to write else part. So else y of k, so this value is equal to minus 1 here. So finally writing the end, then e is equal to y of k minus a of k here. Next writing the end and generating the output as yn. So it will be y of, here I write 2 to n plus 1 here, ending with the help of semicolon. Now after generating this output signal with the sigma delta conversion here, now we have to plot the things here. So here I just modularize as plot the quantized output here. So for plotting the quantized output here, we require the axis. So let us write axis inside the parenthesis and a pair of square brackets inside. We have 0, capital N, then minus 1.2, then 1.2 here. At the end, semicolon, then getting it displayed with the help of the stem command here, where M is the input argument and yn is the another input argument here. Now nomenclature to the horizontal axis, X label, there it is time as the quantity, and next to that we have Y label. So for Y label here I write amplitude, and finally the title to this plot will be digital output of sigma delta quantizer. At the end, semicolon, then again the use of pause command, and it will be filtering part for the output signal here. So I just write here filtering in the DFT domain. So we first of all have the forward transformation and then the filtering, and then further getting back to the original time domain here. So for getting transformation to the Fourier domain, let us make the use of FFT command. So to the FFT we have input argument by yn here. Next to that, let us have the generation of low pass filter. So by the next line we define the filter function h. Here we define it as 1, 1, 0.5. Then here we are making the use of zeros for the dimension 1 comma capital N minus 5, then 0.5, then it is 1. So here we have the filter function. Now when it is operated onto the Y signal here, that is in the frequency domain, here we have element wise multiplication shown by dot asterisk here. So here we have it, and then after this filtering has occurred, we are getting back to the time domain with the help of inverse Fourier transformation. So syntax is IFFT here. The input argument here it will be YF, and now it will be the plot of the filtered output here. So making the use of plot command, small m is the input argument along with OUT out as the variable here. Next to that, to the horizontal axis we have X label. Here we mention time as the quantity. Next to that, the vertical axis. So for vertical axis we write Y label. So there we write amplitude, and finally the title here. So the title here it is low pass filtered analog output. So at the end, semicolon. So this is the script for the last MATLAB program. I just save it with the name program 8_21. .m will be the file extension. You see the file has been created here in the current directory, and it has appeared to the editor window title bar also. So let us run this script. So as I run this script, now you see the command window is asking to enter the length of the input sequence. So for example, let us have it equal to 100. Further it is asking more information, enter the amplitude of the input signal. For example, let us have it 5. So when I hit enter, now you see one MATLAB window has popped up here. So here I maximize, here it is showing input digital signal. So you see here the horizontal axis having time index from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 up to 100 samples are there in this input digital signal. whereas the amplitude level is marked on the vertical axis. So at the middle there it is 0 level, upwards there it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and downwards it is -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. So the input information that I have provided from the user side here, so this is from the command window. So the length of the sequence is equal to 100 and the amplitude level 5. So it is showing this particular plot here. Now you see the status paused, press any key. So when I press any key, now you see the display has got changed to the digital output of sigma delta quantizer here. Now you see, so because of the quantization here, digital output of the sigma delta quantizer has been appeared here. Again the amplitude axis on the vertical, so from -1 to +1 here, whereas on the horizontal axis it is the same marking 0, 10, 20 up to 100 for the time as a quantity here. At last it is again paused, press any key. For the filtered output I will press any of the key. Now you see with the maximize window, here we see the low pass filtered analog output here. So this is the amplitude level on the vertical axis here, whereas the same time parameter 0 to 100 we have on the horizontal here. So whatever the information that it was provided as the input from the user credentials, the command window inputs here, so those have been used, and this way we get the sigma delta operation for digital to analog domain here. So I just close this window and I will try to run this program again with varied inputs onto the command window prompt here. So here we have, after running this particular program, enter the length of the input sequence. Let us vary it to the value 50. Now it is asking enter the amplitude of input signal. Let us keep it the same, 5. So when I hit enter, now you see input digital signal 0 to 50 samples here we have, and when I hit any key, so it has getting changed to the digital output sigma delta quantizer as displayed, you see. And again hitting any key, this is the low pass filtered analog output here. So this is what the sigma delta D to A converter operation